Hey all, so this is the Verdant Vengeance event. This is Earth and Arcane Killer. So I did not have many gems for this event, so I decided to make a team out of older cards. This uses 3 Slayer ultimate forms and an old Commander ultimate form to spawn power gems. Here is the team. This is mainly used to counter fear. It's an older ultimate form. You might be able to get a couple of the cards for this card from the Vault Packs this event. So this is spawns Earth Gems. If Overgrowth is active, spawns Power Gems instead. So you need 3 turns really to get the most out of that card. This is basically the healing card. Heals and cleanses all debuffs. This is the card with the killer skill needed for the event. Arcane Killer. This is actually 5 times awakened as well. So it's pretty effective. The bonus attack from this card is really good. Another older ultimate form. Creates more power gems. And then finally this card. This has turn delay on it and it creates quite a few power gems. That's why that is on the team. I would not normally use a commander card, but I was lacking enough power gems to do that much damage, which is why I added that card. So let's fight some bosses. This event has the horrible prestige system back. I have taken the bosses straight to prestige 5. They're not actually that bad this time around. Apart from the Emerald or Corellium bosses, they are now called. I'm not actually going to hit that. Just one that was rallied. Let's find a boss to test this team out on. Have a go at this one here. Well, unless it dies instantly like it just did. Yeah, the bosses are dying quite quickly again this time around. Last event, no one could really kill anything, but this time around, everything's dying quite fast. Try this one here. So as the bosses are manageable this time at Prestige 5, it might be worth just going straight to this Prestige. Even though you don't find many of your own solo bosses, you do find more than you did last event. There's quite a few strong decks as well this time around. As you can see, most of the bosses are just dying instantly, well, apart from that one there. So we have the same problem as before, really. Finding your own solo boss. So I'll claim these ones and see if I can get anything to spawn. With the guild bosses, I'm tagging any high value Inferno or Eternal bosses. I'm not tagging most of the low value normal ones, apart from maybe the Radiance. Last event, it was Platinum tier. They've replaced that with Radiant tier, just to confuse everyone. So now we have Common, then Iron, then Bronze, Silver, Gold, and then Radiant. And then I can imagine the top 3 bosses will start appearing on Saturday. So now we have the epic challenge of trying to get one of my own solo bosses to spawn, which might be quite difficult. Let's see, nope. Look, all other people's solo bosses again. I might as well try this boss here. These Carillion bosses, though, only really manageable at Prestige 5 if you have the event deck, but they're nowhere near as bad as they were last event with all those Eternal Worlds that were nearly impossible to kill. I think that's dead. As you can see, everything's dying pretty quickly. So I may have to test this team out on a guild boss. Yeah, nothing good spawning. So let's try on this guild boss here. If you're going to rally bosses, probably save your rallies for the Carillion bosses, the emerald coloured chests. They're the highest value. They also have a lot more HP than any of the other types of bosses. So this deck, first turn match anything, second turn use that card here, then third turn use all the other cards. Or you can just use these other 4 cards on turn 2 if you wanted. That gets a nice grid of power gems. Then the bonus attack does pretty good damage. As you can see, that's taken off around 5 trillion in 3 turns. Again, I'll use that. And use these 3 cards. See if that's enough to defeat the boss. Let's see. There we go. As you probably saw, the bonus attack actually does more damage than the main attack from the cards, so it's quite a good team. Especially considering it's made out of older cards only. The problem with this event, though, is going to be finding my own solo boss, or finding a solo boss that I actually get time to rally on. I think I'm going to be spending most of the event pressing this little X over and over. As you can see, there's just nothing spawning apart from other people's solo bosses that seem to die really quickly. Okay, that one was rallied. Gonna have a go at this one with 1 key. This team does not have much health though with 1 key. See how much damage it does if I just use all the cards on turn 2. Have to use that one last though, as it doesn't spawn power gems on turn 2. It just spawns normal gems. Yes, that doesn't really do a lot of damage. With 1 key. I have one more go. I can survive though because of this card that has the healing on it. Also cleanses all debuffs, making that card really useful on an event like this if your team does not have that much health like my team. That gives an idea of what it can do with 1 key. That might be worth going for. I'll see if I can get lucky and actually get something on this. Even 5% would be nice. But I think it might die instantly. Let's see. Yeah. Another player with the event deck by the looks of it, so yeah, not much I could do there. And again, so yeah, press the X and then we get more, more of other people's solo bosses constantly spawning. Gonna go and kill a few of these weak guild bosses. I don't normally tag the low value non-inferno ones. Prefer just to hit them instead. Two turns takes care of most of the guild bosses apart from the big Eternals. So I'll probably be spending most of the event on guild bosses. There's not much point in me using solo keys on bosses like this. It's probably best for me to just wait until one of my own solo bosses spawns, which will probably take a long time, unfortunately. So similar problems to the previous event. Not enough of your own solo bosses. I'm going to try this one. Be the last one I try. No, I didn't even get in on the boss. So yeah, that about sums up this event really. Bosses just dying instantly again. So they've gone the other way, unfortunately. Rather than having bosses that no one can kill, they put up bosses that just die too fast again. They can never get the balance right with this game, it seems. Again, you watch that Inferno, just died instantly. Again, none of my own bosses are spawning. Not wasting my time attacking those. Just keep pressing the X over and over. And that about sums up this event. Slayer X. Or X-Layer, whatever you want to call it. I guess I think I'm pretty much done with that. I'll be happy if I just finish in Silver Emperors, if I'm being honest. I'm not feeling any passion with this event. It's all kind of gone wrong with the prestige system. They've gone from making the bosses too hard to making them too easy again. The bosses just basically die instantly. I know many players are not defeating the prestige bosses this time around, but you might as well just go to prestige 5 if I'm being honest, and then just hope for the best. Anyway, I hope that was helpful in some way. We'll see how well I actually do with this event. One final thing I will say, there is a quest to MVP 100 bosses. It might be worth your time delaying Prestige until maybe day 2 or day 3 of the event to make it easier to get that quest done. I've nearly done 50. Last event, or last Slayer event, I could not get the 100 MVPs done. It was nearly impossible, and finding one of my own solo bosses just did not seem to want to happen, so anyway, that's it for this video. If you do have any more suggestions for videos you would like to see on this game, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. And thanks for watching.